Hello everybody, welcome along. It is playoff time and I haven't learnt my lesson. I'm in that weird park and walk thing at Milton Keynes because it's Milton Keynes Dons versus Wycombe in the playoffs here. MK were third, Wycombe were sixth, but Wycombe have won at the first leg 2-0. It was already nicely set up as a nice clash of styles between MK, who like to play it around. Wycombe are a little bit more direct. With that 2-goal advantage for the away team, this is really set to be a good one. I'm about 10 minutes walk from the ground. Let's get down there and enjoy the carnage that is the League One playoffs. Right, I can see the ground. Team news is in as well. Corbeanu and Boateng in for McEachran and Kasumu. McEachran got red carded, didn't he, in the first leg. Wycombe are completely unchanged. We're at that point now where every team should be settled going into these post-season games. MK, 2 changes. McEachran was red carded, so that one is enforced for them. It is Boateng and Corbeanu in for McEachran and Kasumu. Wycombe are completely unchanged. Their goal scorer, Vokes and Tafazoli from the other night. Remember, the danger man for MK is Twine. They kept him quiet the other night. Can they do so again, Wycombe, and keep hold of this 2-0 lead? We are in and we are good to go. Look at this diet of kings, a quite overcooked burger, I would have to suggest. It's really nice to be in here actually with it really buzzing actually. I've been here a few times. I was here for the Sheffield Wednesday game recently. Away end was completely full, but a bit light on the ground otherwise. And I was here for a Liverpool game in the Carabao Cup a couple of years back, and that felt a little bit like the circus coming to town. But huge game, looks like it's going to be huge attendance, and it's got that nice playoff bubbling undercurrent. Queue for a beer was way too long, so I'm going to stick with my 7-Up I think, and then go and find my seat ahead of this League One playoff semi-final second leg.
Come on, guys!
Impressive start by MK, forcing 3 set plays in the first couple of minutes. First one, Twine sticks it in, Darlin heads it against the bar. Wycombe withstand it though. Good start by MK. 0-0, about 5 minutes gone. Fairly well attack versus defence these first 15 minutes. Corbeau's put one near post, Twine's just put one across the goal. Wycombe are sort of settling, but they are taking their sweet time and trying to take the sting out of this one. 15 gone, 0-0. 25 in, MK lead 1-0 on the night, so it's 2-1 on aggregate to Wycombe. Attack down the right hand side, first cross went in, comes back out to Boateng I think, loop to the back post, Para loops the header back across the keeper, just sails in on the far post, and there's only one in it now. That has put the cat amongst the pigeons, lit the fuse now. MK 1-0 on the night, 2-1 behind on aggregate. Here we go. Half time then, 1-0 to MK. It's really nicely poised tie this. We'd already said that maybe the side that was going to play on the front foot, having the disadvantage, the 2 goals to come back against, would make for a good time. Frankly, it's been all MK in the first half. They've really been on the front foot. They got the lead through Parrott with that loop-in header. Pretty much from the word go, they were on top with those 3 corners early on. What's impressed me about MK is their willingness to run and carry the ball. They know they're coming up against the sort of low block, tight defence, and Boateng, Corbeanu, Parrott as well, Twine, all very willing dribblers here. So we're beautifully poised, 45 minutes to go, 3/4 of the way through the tie. If it doesn't go to extra time, and the only danger here is that you know you know that Wycombe have got a goal in them from a set play. MK will probably think they should already be 2-0 up, but the longer this goes in the second half, with that 1 goal deficit still being in there, the more and more tense it's going to get, and the more MK are going to have to get on that front foot. I'm looking forward to the second half. So 1-0 on the night to MK, 2-1 on aggregate to Wycombe. Let's go back and grab a seat. Exactly the same pattern in the second half. It's pretty much attack versus defence. Looks like Wycombe are sacrificing their winger to do a bit of a man marking job without the ball. The game becomes now, how long does it take MK to score if they're gonna score, and Wycombe are going to want that to go as long as possible. 1-0 MK, about 50 gone. 65 up, still 1-0 to MK on the night. They're trying to stay patient, but the frustration is growing now. Wycombe just got on the ball for a minute or two there, but it is still in the main one-way traffic, everything going towards the Wycombe goal. We're going to be looking at the benches soon. I would have thought Liam Manning's going to have to do something to try and move things forward in the next 5 minutes or so. At the moment, Wycombe are heading to Wembley, although all the pressure is on their goal. 1-0 on the night, 2-1 on aggregate, about 25 to go, normal time. Clock is ticking down. Liam Manning goes to the bench. Connor Wycombe in now, and it's an extra striker on for MK, who have to score in the next 15 minutes. 5 to go. Wycombe still holding out here. Last couple of subs in sort of normal time. Would expect more in injury time just being made now. Wycombe just trying to have what they have, they hold, and reinforce at the back. I'm expecting 5 minutes of stoppage time up on the board. MK need a goal desperately, or Wycombe are going to Wembley, and we have a free kick right on the edge of the box that Scott Twine has just spotted. This could be one of the last chances now remaining in the game. And it is all over. MK 1, Wycombe 0 on the night, but Wycombe 2, MK 1 on aggregate, and it is Wycombe that are going to Wembley. They came with a job to do, and by God, they did it. They sat in, they went behind in the first half, they conceded a lot of possession, they conceded a lot of shots, but it's a two-legged tie, and let's be fair, the damage was done in that first game at Adams Park. Wycombe getting themselves 2 goals in front, and ultimately over the 2 games, that was too much for MK, and it's one of those instances where 3rd v 6th in the playoffs, and it's 6th place Wycombe that's gone through, but they have been here before and won the playoffs just a couple of years back. Commiserations to MK, congratulations to Wycombe. Perhaps the last time the MK fans might see the likes of Scott Twine or Harry Darling, or maybe even manager Liam Manning at the same time. Good luck to Wycombe in the final, and they will be up against either Sunderland or Sheffield Wednesday. Sunderland favourites going into that second semi tomorrow. They've got themselves a 1-goal lead. Thank you everybody for joining me. Well done Wycombe, they're off to Wembley.